gonna start a question for Jared. Go ahead, Ryan.
Just sort of overall impressions of that game, pretty tight defensively against a Hawks squad.
Yep. Yeah, I think they played a tight defensive game. I think we battled to try to get there. I don't think, just from talking with our guys, there was a lot of guys sort of fighting to try to find their legs tonight. I don't think we had our best jump, but we played with a real good conscience, and we're committed on the defending side. We just weren't quite as quick on either side of the puck, offensively or defensively. So pretty proud of our guys, because it seemed like it was a little bit of a grind tonight.
Corey?
You've had your top 9 forwards for every game, but you made that one switch. I think it's been 5 or 6 games now. What have you liked about that switch in those 2 lines and how they're supporting the top line?
I didn't mind them before I made the switch, and I think they've been pretty good since. So, I think we're all of our lines are playing like to their identity. I think they're playing as a connected group of 3 or 5, depending on who's on the ice, and I think we're seeing good results right now, so no need to switch it. It's overall it's been good committed hockey on the defensive side of it, and all 3 lines are creating some looks on the offensive side of things, and I like to give them some time to work together to find some chemistry. So far, I've been really happy with those guys.
Ryan?
What was the message that you said to the boys between the first and second periods after the slow start? What was the message you were trying to get across to them?
Yeah, I don't know if it was a real slow start, but I just, I think it was, again, a little bit of a struggle to find our legs. What I liked about the first period is we were getting in and out of our zone pretty good on our breakouts. We had good numbers there, and we also had good numbers on the forecheck. I felt like, that's a good starting point, like for your work ethic on the forecheck, to get after them and try to create some turned over pucks that you can play in ozone play. And on the other side of it, you got to be committed to getting 5 guys back right away to get in and out of your zone. And so those are 2 measuring sticks that we kind of look at right away. And it was just, trying to help encourage them to find another gear and stick with it. We knew it wasn't going to be an easy night. It's the best team in the league right now, won 5 in a row, and they've been really stingy on the defensive side of it. So we had to be willing to play a tight game and stay committed to what we wanted to do, and I thought we did that.
Colleen?
Also with the 2 goals tonight, 1 on the power play, 1 on 5-on-5, what does it say about his comfort level and how he's playing with the players that he's playing with?
I think he's doing a great job with the ice time that he's been given. I think like any player, some nights he stands out more than others, but he's got really good detail to his game when it comes to the structure that he plays with, his puck decisions. He's been committed on the checking side of it. We know this is a guy that can shoot and he can score. He knows how to score, and he seems like he's getting a little confidence. So they put up some goals here recently, and tonight he has a big night for us again, which helps get us the win. So I think from a player that we signed late in the off season, he's kind of been exactly what we were looking for.
D-Mac?
Wedgewood has been playing so well, but you obviously want to bring along Blackwood as well. What will go into that in terms of having Mackenzie good to go, and what will you use in terms of evaluation to who to go to when?
Yeah, good question. Because I just talked with Blackie about this morning. Like, he hasn't had a lot of practice. I could have easily went to Blackwood today, right? But Wedge has been playing good. He's built. I have a lot of confidence in his game right now. Team's playing well in front of him, so I want to see Blackie, look sharp in practice. Make sure his focus is there. He's been lacking the 5-on-5 type game-like situations because we haven't practiced a lot. Was hoping to get a bunch of practice in this week. We'll get some, and we'll get our guys some rest so we're fresh going into a back-to-back. And then we'll just evaluate his games and see how it goes. He's going to play a lot of hockey here yet. It's a long season, so I'm not in a rush. But he's also missed a lot, and I want to get him up to speed and playing. So there'll be a little bit of give and take there.
Corey?
Was that a game where you were glad to have your captain back? Would you like to have him for every game, but it felt like that was a captain?
Yeah, he was great. I mean, I thought, you know, he got a couple days rest here. We kept him off the ice. And that was one of the most energized games he played. Like, it's a battle for him still, like, to get to the top of his game. But when we give him rest, you know, like, it's a lot of hockey in a short period of time, especially this year with the schedule. So when we get him the rest, he seems to be even playing better. His competitiveness and his commitment to our team and the detail that he plays with has been there every game, you know. And I think the more rest we can give him and the more games he gets, his game's just going to keep coming. So I'm really proud of him, being able to play every day, be able to practice all the time. You know, I kind of have to force him into most of those days off. And, you know, it was a pretty good example tonight. He played really good tonight. Engaged, physical, gets in a fight. He's all, you know, he's doing all the little things to help our team win.
Last two, Megan, then Eric.
Every once in a while, Kale's on the wrong side of an honest mistake, and it doesn't happen often, but what stands out to you about significant in the way that he responds to those mistakes?
Yeah, I think he's going to make an impact on the game, right? And he's real aware, like, when it comes to mistakes he makes, he's hard on himself, probably harder on himself than I'm ever going to be on him, which is a sign of, like, a real true competitor. I think part of it too is just being able to turn the page and not dwell on it and go do the things that you do well right after you make a mistake like that, you know. And he's doing the right thing on that play, and we probably would have covered up if anyone even knew where the puck went. It seemed like all of our guys were still going the way he was rimming it and ended up back, including Wedge, right? So it's a little bit of an unlucky bounce. It's going to happen, but even if it was a glaring mistake and he knows he was doing something wrong, I think for all of our players, we're just like, move on. We're on to the next shift, the next play. You know, that's our message as a staff. Don't dwell on it. Let's just go win the next shift and focus on what's right in front of you.
Finish with Eric.
You kind of mentioned he will still have an impact on the game. It didn't feel like he had the best game leading up to that block at the end. Just kind of elaborate on his impact, and also just to follow up, is he okay after that block?
Kales?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's fine. I haven't heard anything. I think I'm going to group him in with the rest of our team. Like, again, I'm going to say it was a little bit of a struggle. Give Tampa credit. They're a tough checking team. They got some big bodies around the front of the net. I look at our game, there's no way we were as dangerous tonight as most of the games we played this year. I think some of our checking, like, we were working to do the right things. We were just a tad slow, which opened some things up for them. You know, a highly skilled team. Our pace just seemed down a little bit. So I think it was a struggle for a lot of guys. I think a lot of guys didn't maybe have the, you know, from a viewer, the type of impact that they've had on most nights this year. But you got to try and win games like that too when you don't have all your energy. So hence we'll adjust our schedule for the next couple of days and try to get full gas tanks going into the back-to-back this weekend.
Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, thanks.
Walk us through the goal and what you're seeing in the movie.
Yeah, I just feel like good job by Nelly in defensive zone. I feel like we've been taking a lot of defensive zone face-offs, so just harping on playing well in the D zone, and was lucky enough. I just saw a break, tried to spring the zone, and amazing pass by Sammy, and then I don't know, kind of blacked out a little bit, just tried to make a move for German in.
Is that a go-to for you when you're in that situation? They take a wide, cut across the net?
Nah, I don't get enough breakaways to say that's a go-to. So I just, like I said, tried to freeze him a little bit, held on to it long enough. I think it hit the post, and then got lucky that it hit his back skate and went in. So I'll take whatever I can get.
Can you just talk to us about the defensive effort tonight? You guys were real solid.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what we've been preaching these first however many games we've been playing. I feel like we've been doing an amazing job on the defensive side of the puck. So we know that the offense is going to come. We got enough high-powered skill guys in this room that maybe on an off night it might not look like we're scoring, but as long as we're protecting the house and doing a good job on our end, that the goals will come.
Does it feel like almost the season has been kind of almost too boring? There's no depth issues, goalie issues? You guys are just kind of just doing your thing.
If that's boring, then we'll take it. That's a good thing. I mean, everyone's playing well. I just said before, we got a next cap mentality. I feel like we're getting contributions from a lot of guys, and hopefully soon enough we'll get OC back, we get Kivy back, and then we get forward lines rolling. So this has been a fun 14 games so far.
Does the intensity of playing against like an old team like this, does that elevate your game as far as like your just push and drive?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know. I feel like even just everybody in the room, this was the Stanley Cup final rematch from a couple years ago, so I feel like there's an added, boost. They're playing well. And then just for me personally, I don't know, just being there. First period felt weird, I felt slow, and then kind of look in the mirror and say, all right, I got to get going, I got to do something here in the second. So I was fortunate enough that I got one. But again, it's always weird playing against your teammates and some friends over there. So definitely just happy we won.
What can you?
Victor, just how comfortable are you on that power play and your line to have produced tonight?
No, I felt good. Obviously nice to get a goal there on I think the second power play. I think we had a great first power play as well. We had a lot of chances, and it's nice to get that goal on the second power play there of the night. And no, it got us going, and I feel good out there right now.
You crashed on the net on that first goal. When do you see that puck coming loose, coming out to you on that side?
I saw Nate just kind of crashing the net, so I just followed up the play and kind of came bouncing to me and just got a stick on it. So it was nice to see that one going.
That is a third-ranked PK for Tampa, going from one power play to the next. What did you take away from that to help break through?
We know that they pressure hard, and I think we moved the puck quick. We kept it pretty simple, but we didn't hold on to pucks a lot, and we made them move around, and I think that was very effective.
After Tampa got on the board early, what did you think of the team's response to get back in this game?
No, I think it was great. First of all, Andy stepping up, taking that fight, I think kind of got us going. And then we got that tying goal kind of right after, so it definitely gave us momentum. And from there, I think we played a solid game rest of the night and got a big win.
How much do you feel that line changed with Lane Scott?
No, it's great. I love playing with him. He competes every night and wins all his battles, and it's a great guy to follow and look up to and learn a couple things from. So a lot of fun playing with him.
How much of that playing with Landeskog, playing with McKinnon on the power play elevates your game?
They're world-class players, and it obviously makes it a lot easier playing with guys like that. But like I said before, it's a lot of fun learning from them as well, and just watching them every day in practice. It's pretty cool to see. So it's a lot of fun.
How does it feel to answer the critics who?
He's a good guy. Skillful player. 4 games ago he got 3, and then obviously popping a couple again. So a lead shot, I would love to see him shoot the one he passed to Nate in the first, but it's going to happen, and hopefully just keeps going in confidence. And my daughter and his daughter are really good friends right now, so I just hear high veer all day long from my girl. So that's cute. He's been a nice addition.
You were around him a little bit last year, but can you quantify what having Gabe around has been this year?
What did you say about me? I'm average?
Yeah.
No, obviously, a leader, he picks everybody up, obviously sacrifices his body there with a fight. Crowd loves him. We love him. It's just, important piece. He's talkative in here. He's a big body. He gets, minutes that are going to be grinding minutes, and he's going to go up against any. He's not going to take any crap. So you can see him in the third there. I don't know if he didn't like the hit. I didn't really see what happened, but he's going to police the game. And when you got skill guys and people that we have on our team, you want to make sure everyone's accountable on there and not taking runs at him. And he's a huge part of that.
How good is it, the feeling for you in particular, the way that game starts with Kucherov getting a quick one there, and then you just shut him down the rest of the way?
Yeah, I just kind of said to myself, similar to Boston, right? Boston made a nice play, first shot of the game, and then an unfortunate bounce. Just turned my head at the wrong time and gets caught in a jersey. I don't know where it is, but it's one of those mental things. You just got to lock in and give the guys a chance. We battled back, tied up going into the first intermission, and I trust the guys to take over from there.
What do you especially appreciate about the way this team sacrificed and competed to protect the lead in the final moments of this game?
I think it's just, battle toughness, battle ready. I think, as you go down the stretch and trying to get points, everything's going to get tighter. Teams are going to get, better in their structure. Games are going to be as wide open. We're still a ways away from playoffs, obviously, but that's how you win. And guys get those, bruises and I guess, confidence early to lay out and make those reads. And they take away those flank shots like Kill did at the end and a couple blocks from Burnsley and those guys. It's important, and it's I think a confidence thing for them to make sure that we're not scared to do it when it really matters.
A few last ones, please.
One of the hottest teams in the league right now. What did it mean to you to get this start today?
Oh, huge. I think, with Blackie coming back, obviously going to be getting him in there and going, but, whatever their reasoning was, playing well, I had confidence myself. I think they have confidence both of us, but I think they have the ability to tap either one over the shoulder and we'll give the team a chance. And today was my night, and we'll continue to cheer each other on, and who's ever ready will get some much-needed 2 points.
Thank you so much.